All right, now let's go to our friend Paul Epscombe to talk about the biggest tax shelter of the church. Happy Easter, Paul, and tell us what you have for us tonight.
I will, Bill. Thank you very much. Well, this Sunday is Easter, a celebration for Christians the world over. Oh, and Passover began this week too, but the Jews still haven't learned how to merchandise their holidays, so sorry, no story. Speaking of merchandising, you might like to know that the eggs and rabbits were ancient pagan symbols of new life. I don't know where peeps come from, or why they always taste stale even when they are brand new. Symbols of new life surround Easter because it's the holiday that celebrates Jesus Christ's resurrection from the dead. This was the first of many comebacks for Christ, the latest being when George W. Bush became president and decided he'd mention God every chance he got. A lot like Sammy did with Frank. And now, as the war winds down, we're hearing more and more about Jesus. Southern Baptist missionaries plan on distributing care packages in Iraq with biblical quotes attached that read, "For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth were realized through Jesus Christ." Okay, now, you're a follower of Islam, okay? You're not really crazy about Jews or Christians, and your box of food mentions Moses and Christ. How do you feel about that? You know? Thank you. You couldn't just throw Allah in there someplace? Not even a P.S. Muhammad is awesome? You flatter me. Thank you. Between things like this and Bush's out-of-the-closet Christianity, some people have wondered if the war was really a religious crusade. But now, where would someone get that idea?
This crusade, this war on terrorism, is going to take a while.
Well, this is awkward. Well, let me ask you, were the Crusades really that bad? Now, don't go racing to your encyclopedia. I've already looked them up. The Crusades were a series of wars beginning in 1095 in which the various Christian countries tried to recapture the Holy Land, which Muslims had taken over. And since the Muslims weren't into the whole Jesus is Lord thing, the Holy Land was really just wasted on them anyway. It's like if you went back to your old apartment and you thought, oh man, I never should have given up this apartment. And then you went up to the new tenant and chopped his head off with a gigantic axe. So that raises the question, can you be a true Christian and be pro-war? The Pope is opposed to the war, and by all accounts, he is super religious. And if you read the New Testament, the Jesus part of the Bible, nowhere does Jesus say war is okay. In fact, all he says is peace, peace, peace. Love thy neighbor, turn the other cheek. Hey, the 60s are over, hippie. But Jesus was truly the best kind of hippie because he really believed in the peace and love stuff. He didn't say it just to try and ball you or sell you his crappy macrame belts. And there you have it, Bill.